Welcome back, man. It's your boy Beanie, man. Back again with another one, man. Nice guys finished last. I know I've been gone for a minute, man. I'm sorry, man. I've been busy. You feel me? Don't hate on my shit, man. All right, man. Introduce the squad with me, man. Start off to my left.
I'm Joe. Real.
Sean. Key Cups.
All right, man. So, we're going to do a podcast today. I got a couple topics.
I mean, I'm trying to get out of the box of like old fashioned. So I think like most of the time it's just some ego shit. Like girls got their own identities, they got their own legacy, they got shit they trying to accomplish too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's more like the man gets like it's more like to me it's more like people live their life religiously through marriage. It's when you get into these old fashioned type of ideals, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So if she want to hyphenate my name, I mean, she hyphenate the name. It don't mean she ain't gonna cheat on me. It ain't gonna mean it's gonna be work. It ain't mean, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna make the marriage, make or break the marriage. So, to me, it's like a wedding ring. It means nothing. You know what I'm saying? The time, the loyalty. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like building foundations, like actually putting stock into the shit that you're gonna do, not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, pointless shit that just a look for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I take. You know what I'm saying? Big picture type shit, you know what I'm saying? We get too focused on small shit that really don't matter, but to social media. And then like family shit, like I could care less what my family think of my shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the type to call my mom but be like, what you think of my girl? Like, if I like her, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? It's my situation.
Yeah.
You would like the family to like it, but then again, sometimes it never works out, you know what I mean? Or it's never going to see like that.
Yeah, because I didn't take my husband's last name right after we got married, too. I waited.
Yeah.
I was like, not a big deal. It's fine.
Yeah. So, that's just how I see it. If y'all parents didn't like who y'all was dating, would that matter? Would it matter at all?
It would just be a plus. But sometimes parents see what we don't see.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes they do see, like...
Look out for the best interest.
Yeah, sometimes, man, you ain't married just a person, you married a family too.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
You are too.
To a certain extent.
Now, in a certain extent, it's how to rock.
It
The
took
thing is, you can't isolate yourself, and she can't isolate herself.
But
You know what I'm saying?
it's not an isolation though. It's more of a
You looking at it from like it's us against the world kind of thing.
100%.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, it's really not like that. To a certain extent, it's like that, but it's not. You marry her, you marry no family, and vice versa. Her dad's gonna feel some kind of way if she has a dad in her life,
Right.
because you married his baby girl or whoever. And your mom's gonna feel some kind of way because you her baby. You know, moms are about their sons, so she gonna want the right person for her son. You know what I'm saying? So you sit up here and be like, oh well, it don't matter, but it does matter to a certain extent.
Her opinion on who she's dating, her dad dating, that's up to her. I feel like the middleman should be her. Like, you gotta cut the leash eventually. I know it might sound like crazy, but like the leash gotta get cut. Like, you're a grown ass woman, you have a relationship, you have a family now.
I think
But
that's...
you're not gonna stop valuing your father's
No.
opinion.
Agreed, but not to the point where you overriding my decision based off what your dad telling you.
I mean, I think people also make a mistake where they have an issue in their marriage and they run over to their family.
Yeah.
It's like their mom or their dad, you know what I mean? And then that already creates a preconception
Block.
of that person. You know what I mean? When the issue is not even with them, the issue is within your marriage, but now you're bringing your family into your marriage, and that's just not right. You know what I mean? That's something I don't agree. You know what I mean? If we have our shit going on, so we go to a family party, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, mom, guess what? So this X, Y, and Z, this happened, because that's just not, it's not her place. You married that person, now your mom wasn't up there saying the vows with you, like she isn't part of that marriage. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with that. What happens when you get to that point where you have to?
Like what?
You have to bring your family. You have to talk to them about it.
Why do you have to bring them into it?
I'm just saying, what if it gets to that degree? I don't know
Like-
what the exact situation.
Gotta
Like, for
elaborate.
example, like, let's say you saying, like, okay, we have issues in our marriage relationship. What if you're having an issue where you don't see, y'all can't work out? Or y'all try to work out and it's not working out? Who do you go to?
You go to an unbiased person. That's how I see it. Because now we start bringing people in that have
Everyone's biased,
a
though.
concept. No,
To a certain extent, you can't go to a therapist and they're not going to be biased. Let's say you go to a therapist that's a woman. Of course she's going to be biased towards whatever the situation. Let's say it's infidelity. she gonna have some kind of bias towards it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say as a dude, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? So everyone's gonna have some kind of bias. My thing is, if you're gonna go to someone out and you gonna, especially about an issue in your relationship, I agree with you. You shouldn't always bring your family to everything. But that moment when you have to, I think you should go to family because guess what? They got your best interest at heart.
So should it be your mom or your dad right away?
It don't have to be. Don't have to be mom and dad.
That's what people make them
It
say.
don't have to be mom and dad. It could be your sister or your brother or somebody, but someone that's gonna have your best interest at
That makes
heart.
more sense.
That's the
Okay.
person you go to. I don't think you go to a therapist. I don't think you go to all these, or you can go to a best friend. You can go to somebody like that. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I'm very, very family oriented. So when I have an issue, that's who I go to. I go to my family. You know what I'm saying? Because you can name any situation anybody can go through, and somebody in my family done been through it. So I'd rather go to someone that has the knowledge and that been through it and working through it versus going to some stranger that's gonna sit down and low-key judge me or write some shit on a piece of paper.
So do you go?
Yeah, no.
So in my family, we actually have a lot of marriages that are like 20 years plus. You know what I mean? So would you, personally, if I had an issue like that, I think I would go towards someone, probably like my uncle or my aunt, who've been married for like ever. You know what I mean? And I'd probably like put it on their plate, like, hey, this is what's going on, because they've been married for a long time. Like they have a. So would you go to someone that has what you're looking, like not what you're looking for, but like something? I don't even know how to say
I
it.
would just.
That
It could be somebody that's married 40 years, somebody that's married 2 years. I'm just going into someone that has my best interest at heart. Someone that I know that's not gonna steer me wrong, not gonna tell me some bullshit. That's the person. Yeah, that's the person I'm gonna go to. Like for example, that's how I look for when I look for in friends. Like I got my best friend, for example. I just do like some shady shit, and he knew about it. But when some shit happened, I was like, bro, man, X, Y, and Z happened. He's like, but you doing X, Y, and Z. And then I was like, damn, but that's not what I wanted to hear from him. But that's my best friend. So he always had my best interest at heart. But if you ask me, he's not gonna shoot me bullshit. He gonna tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's somebody doing something like the example I use when we're in a relationship. When things are going wrong, there's always a reason why. And sometimes communication gets in the way of it, so people can articulate what's going on and how they feel. They can't work that out. So you have to go to somebody else. You got to. Yeah, you got to. So it's like,
Like even when you go to somebody, you painting a picture of who you're dating. So if I come to you with the bullshit, you only gonna look at them in that light.
That's what you gotta
because
be careful.
You don't know them.
Yeah, you have to be careful. That's the part you gotta be careful about. But yeah, I agree.
Because if you come with the to me personally, I feel like it's like as much as I would say go to your family, I feel like y'all should be able to talk about whatever between who and you dating. Because if I come to my family and be like, she ain't doing such and such and such, well, you gonna be like, well, she ain't shit there for not doing that. Because you should be. And now you changing the way you look at her. When she doing 99 things right, it's just maybe 1% that ain't right. And now you change the whole perception of one person based off an argument.
That's why I say you gotta be careful. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be you have to be honest and realistic with yourself. Like when you and I just had an issue, but I do that too. Like before I go to somebody and tell somebody about anything, like for example, me and my baby mom was have our little child shit. And at first I used to be like, oh, she doing X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. But then when you start being real to yourself, you start seeing like the issue that you have with your damn self. Then you be like, damn, okay, well I did this that led her to do this.
Right.
And so when you go to somebody, when I go to my mom, I used to go to my mom about shit. I used to be like, well, mom, this is what I did, and this is how I responded about it. This is what I tried to do, and then this is the reaction I'm getting from her. Then I would ask for the advice instead of being like, oh, she's doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
that's how you present it out to how you're asking your parents.
Yeah, somebody real quiet in the corner, you know what I'm saying? I want to get her perspective.
She's soaking it in,
you know what I'm saying? I know she getting game from us, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not.
You know
I don't agree with anything you guys are saying.
Talk about it.
I keep everything to myself. I don't share my feelings, anything I'm going through, or anything that I'm dealing with anyone else besides the person that I'm dealing with. Because what is that going to help? Yes, you're going to vent, you're going to get it out. Talk to the wall. To me, the only person you can fix it with and talk to it, whatever you're going through with, is the person you're going through with.
Well, who can fix it?
I think
Then you can.
I think you can get a good point of view though.
Yeah, you can. You get a different perspective because if you're stuck in your own ways.
You only have one way of thinking. So
Yeah.
Like your parents, they know who you are. They raised you, so they're gonna give you.
I'm not necessarily saying go to your parents. Go to
Or I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's my
I have people that I'm close to that. There's not one person in this world, including my husband, that knows every single thing about me.
Facts.
I agree with that.
So there's not one person that knows me more than, because I don't
Except
share
yourself.
my, yeah.
Especially,
So
like, your parents know when you was a kid, you grown as fuck. Like, when you move out the house, you change into a whole other person.
and my parents are very accepting. When they found out that I'm dating X, Y, and Z, they said, "Do they make you happy?" All right, cool. They never ask questions about what I'm going through. Just make sure I'm happy and I'm doing good.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
If I'm going through something, maybe someone could tell, and I'll be like, "No, I'm tired. I don't know. Maybe I'm hungry." But I will never share what I'm going through with somebody else. Maybe I'll let it soak in, sit back, and really evaluate. Why am I mad? Is it really worth whatever I'm getting mad about? And then evaluate all that stuff, put all of it down, and talk to the person. Because at that point, we both calm down from that point, and we can talk about it. But when we're both angry and it just happened and things are going back and forth, we might say something we don't mean. And at that point, you can't take back what you said. There's no rewind. Oh, take that out of your brain. I didn't mean it. I was mad. It doesn't matter. It's just like when people say, "Oh, just kidding." There's like 1% of, there's some truth in there.
Yeah.
So what I choose to do, my sister, brother, all of them, they always tell me, "Oh, everything's so perfect with you." Yep, doing good. You will never, I mean, maybe you'll see me be angry. Everyone thinks I'm angry anyways. But I choose to stand back, be crazy, and talk to a wall or something, then bring someone else in that will later see me angry at a point and be like, "Oh, did that person do it again? Did this happen?" It's none of your business. I don't care if you're my mom, my grandma, someone that really cares about just me besides me.
I think it was maybe you or her that said, like, if you get to that point where you tell people about it, if you ain't worth leaving, it ain't worth like talking about it. I think that's what y'all said, something along those lines. Like when you find out some stuff about somebody, like if you ain't gonna leave them after you find it, then why look for it?
That's true.
I think you know what I'm saying. I think that's
Yeah, we
one
talked
of y'all
about it
might
last
have said,
time.
Yeah.
I was
But y'all
talking
agree
to
with that?
somebody
We'll talk about that.
and I was saying,
Yeah.
if you're gonna stay and work it out. But if you're gonna stay and keep burning that person
Right.
every time you get reminded of whatever it
For
was,
sure.
there's no point in moving forward.
Yeah.
You can't grow from that. You'll just probably shrink or eat each other alive with the whole relationship.
That's fine.
So that's why I choose to keep it to myself. I don't care who cares about me if I came out of their vagina or out of their ball sack
Facts.
or out of their vagina before the people that made me. I don't share what I'm going through.
Is there a breaking point? That's my thing.
I'll break alone. And then I'll evaluate the situation and go back to the person and say, okay, so where are we going to go from here? Because this is what I think. And I'm saying that because I actually do that.
I mean, that's
In dealing with other people, I say, hey, I really don't even like people right now. So I'm going to sit back, evaluate why I hate all of your guts, and then come back and maybe we'll be good. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe I didn't eat the right thing that day. Maybe I'm low on iron. I don't know. Maybe I have diabetes. Who knows? But I will never share anything that I don't know more of after, or I have to evaluate it before I go and share things that I didn't know. Because like I said, once you say it, you can't go back and be like, oh, maybe that's not exactly what I meant. That person's going to think about what you said that first time. Like that just kidding. Oh, haha, you're fat. Just kidding. That person probably thinks you're fat. It's true.
that's different.
And because people have your best interests at hand,
So
they're gonna not want to see you sad. So if you tell them, oh, this is what I'm going through, and like you said, the person could be doing all of the things right, and this 0.5 thing that irked you that day
But
is
that's,
just gonna change the person's,
but
everyone's
that's,
perspective.
but that's where it comes in when you have somebody that actually knows. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, everybody's perspective is different. But that's what I'm saying. Like my homeboy, my best friend, like he know. Like I tell him like not everything, but I tell him everything. If that makes sense. So even if I came to him was like, hey, bro, yada yada yada, this is not. He's not gonna be like, hey, yada yada. He's gonna be like, nah, I know you ain't telling me something.
right.
Like be straight up.
Yeah.
And then it's like I have to tell him, and that's when he's like, oh, well, X, Y, and Z, yada yada. And he give me his idea. And even sometimes, a lot of times, man, I don't like what he has to say. But I know it's coming from a place of love or something like that. Because sometimes, like you're more resilient. Like you can sit in, internalize all that stuff, sit down, break it down. I mean, I could do that same shit too. But at the same time, though, I started thinking about, okay, after I do all that, then I'm like, okay, if the decision I'm deciding to make to go back to this person and talk to him, how do I do it? Like, should I go this route or go this route? Because I always got like 2 or 3 different ways I want to approach someone about something after I've already internalized and talked about it myself and thought about it. So I have to be like, hey man, how would you do it? What would you think about this situation? And this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people can just see shit different. So, and yeah, so it's like that's why I go for it. It's not because I want to hear what you got to say, because I'm gonna completely listen to what you got to say. It's because I need, like, hey, I know that when I party, yeah, it's like I like this is why I'm coming to you. This is what I'm thinking. This is why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking, and I need you to know, like, you know, hey, what do you think? Like, give me something, and I take that, and I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm either gonna take some of it, all of it, or none of it. But you need that extra, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, let's say, for example, you're like in this deep relationship, like you're talking about, you're in whatever, you're in this deep relationship. At the end of the day, you're in a relationship, you care about you, love this person. So at the end of the day, you're biased with yourself, because even if you want to leave, or even if you want to feel a certain way about it, because you have all these feelings and all this stuff about this person, you're not going to really want to do it because you spend all this time and invest all this time in it. So it's like, subconsciously, you're going to be like, okay, let me go to this person, because subconsciously, you're hoping that you can fix this thing because you don't put in all this time and this work into it. So even if you know it's fucked up, even if you know it's wrong, even if you be like, okay, even if you decide that, all right, I'm done, I'm through, it's a bit of part of you that's like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want it. So it's like you need someone else to be like, hey, look at it. This the angle. You try to look at it from this angle, look from that spot. So it's like that's my take on it.
I remember you always say that people don't take the time to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Now, what if the person that you get all that from is the same person that you dated? So like your best friend is the person you're married to.
Then that in that situation would be so much easier. It'll be a lot easier because they'll already know on the same day. Like, let me tell you why. So, like, my mom, my stepdad, right to the other day, my mom and stepdad been like 18, 19 years, some shit like that. And they legit fucking friends, like best friends. Yeah. And I've seen them get into shit, and they're like kind of back off. And then my stepdad would come, we be talking, and he'll be like, yeah, that's how marriage is, X, Y, and Z. And he'll be like, but you know your mom, I know you like, you know how your mom is. And blah, 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 blah. Like, so I know that she got it. Like, he really be talking my mama down to the T. And then my mom, like, because she had me when she was 16. So we were so close because we kind of like grew up together. My mom would be talking to me and she'd be like, yeah, you know, Carla, you know how you know. And they really be talking about how they, and you could tell it's a legit friendship. So then next thing you know, it barely be a conversation about an argument afterwards. It'd be like, hey, you know, X, Y, and Z happened, how they understand, but this is how I feel. My mom be like, yeah, I know, and I know you. They be telling each other about each other while they discussing it. It don't even be back. It don't even be them going back to each other to have this conversation and try to fix the argument. It be like, look, I know the reason why you said this for this, and she, my stepdad be like, yeah, I know you said it because of that. So he be like, you know, let's go this way, and they be like, all right, cool, you right, compromise. Boom,
So
and
did
they
they
be
talk
like,
to anybody?
no, yeah, of course. They talk to me. I've literally sat in the car with my mom there. My mom be driving to work. I be sitting with her. She like, Dre, want to go to lunch?
Or actually
No,
listening
she
to your advice?
literally, my mom be, and she be like, Dre, you want to go to lunch? All right, let's go. And so she be like, hey, yada yada, this and that, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I'm like, okay, cool. And then she be like, you know, and I be like, well, mom, you know, talk. Like, she's like, yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking about. And I was like, yeah, so you already know that. She's like, yeah, I know. So that's why I figured he this and that. And I'm like, you know he gonna do. She's like, yeah, I know. And if no bullshit, it'd be like a message. He'd be like doing exactly what she said he was gonna do because they actually understand each other, you know, in the time. So you want to. So a lot of times, man, like when you really get to understand somebody, know somebody, and you don't rush into something like that. You know what I'm saying? You avoid a lot of that. It don't be no, oh, I gotta do all this extra, this, and that, and then go back and try to have all. Nah, sometimes that shit be like, you know what, this shit was stupid. X, Y, and Z. Fuck it. Just forget about it. Let's roll. Let's rock. And that's what that shit is. But a lot of times when you trying to force yourself to understand someone or force this and that, because you know, well, you didn't take that time, you had no plan. You run into that big old clash where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you want to box each other out and you can't, you know, but it shouldn't get to that point. And I'm telling my mom I'm gonna do some crazy shit with me and my brother. You know what I'm saying? I told you the other day, my mom and my stepdad, when he was 22, I was 12, I mean 13. So they went through crazy shit. But they was so fucking tight till it was like, you know what I'm saying? They boxed that shit out and kept going. So I mean, but a lot of times, man, we like someone, you know, and we, you know, we try to impress. Remember I told you the other day, I said, man, I really don't try to impress them. I just be myself.
Yeah.
Like if a girl looking for me to impress them, I will fail every goddamn time. Because all I can do is be who I am. And because when you're trying to impress, at some point, somewhere down the line, you can't uphold it. You're not gonna be able to keep doing that. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna fuck up somewhere down the line. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta like just be who you are, be genuine, because that's the person that they're gonna have to accept 6 years from now, 7 years from now. That's the person they're gonna have to accept, because all that shit gonna play out. So it's like you gotta look at it from that you gotta take that time. You gotta have that understanding, because if not, that shit you'll run into them kind of issues all the time. Or you'll second guess. Like Mona told me too, they was like they never ever once thought about leaving each other. Never. And they been through some shit, but they never ever thought about it. And my sister told me, if you ever had that thought, you don't feel that way because you didn't take that time. That's why I get that shit from. You gotta take that time and something up. If you think about it.
That's how I always say, like most people find somebody you're attractive to, and then you put all the ideals of what you see in somebody secondary. So you didn't even take the time to get to know the person, you just know you're attracted to them. And then you put all the bullshit out there, you be like, damn, you ain't the person I thought, but that's because you only like them, you only like the fuck up.
And then don't throw sex into it, because then when you throw sex into it, now you don't clutter your mind.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? If your intentions are pure from the jump, and then you throwing sex afterwards, cool. But if you like, okay, I like this person, they cool, we got a good vibe, this thing, the boo boo, y'all fucking every goddamn day. After a while, and you know, I told you it stops. You get to know each other's parts just stop. It's like, nah, you're not even trying to understand each other. You're not trying to get to know each other no more. Now it's like, oh, I'm loving the physical, the way they make me feel when you just had these moments. So it's like, that shit's cool, that shit's running. And next thing you know, what happens to that point where it's like, that shit must be on. Yeah, it's like, then you like, damn, I don't like the way this motherfucker chew. You know what I'm saying? It's like yeah, no bullshit. I've been in that situation where I'm sitting there, no shit, in the car with a girl, and I'm just sitting there like, she low-key kind of it aggravate me for real. And it's because I ain't take that damn time. It's like then I'll be like, damn, I really don't know shit. She'll tell me some shit, and I'm like, damn, for real? Like if you with somebody and you've been together for a couple years and they tell you some shit, you like, really? You should know that shit from the jump, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's connection, man. Connection is 100%. That shit's important as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And we get caught up in that initial, the sight. People pass that eye test and it's like, boom, we gone, we in it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what happened, man? What happened later on down the line when shit really get rough, you know? Now your ass stuck, you know, got married, especially in the military, that shit happens all the damn time.
From the female perspective, do y'all feel like, more like, what? What you laugh at, what?
Nah, you say from the female perspective.
Nah, because I feel like we've been talking a lot.
Nah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to moderate. Let me work, man.
Nah,
come on, before I fire you.
You're fired.
Nah, just from the female perspective, as far as when it comes to relationships and stuff like that, is it more like, do y'all believe that naturally, you know, girls are more nurturing, that y'all will put up with more than a man, like naturally, in a sense, you know what I mean? Or no?
Yes.
You think so?
Most.
Huh?
Most women, yes.
I only ask that because I feel like when it comes to relationships, we go in as men just looking at sex, for the most part.
Yeah.
We just looking at physical, and then females be the ones that actually want to get to know the person. And then y'all giving 100%, and then we giving y'all 20%. And then after we lose y'all, he's like, damn, she was actually a good person. We like, fuck. Now we're trying to go back after you, but then shit be too late. You know
We're
what
talking
I'm
about
saying?
that thing. Women don't do shit off some spur of the moment. Because I felt we do that shit, not women. Yeah.
So I want to try to think. I think that's facts. I think most of the time the reason why relationships do fail is mostly it's mostly the man's fault. You know, I don't want to make it like no sexist thing, but I say when you get to a place, the reason why I've been single is because I say I'm not in a place to accept love. But I know that as a man. And I think a lot of times you just go in like, damn, She's trying to fuck me, you know what I'm saying? Shit, what I need to tell her for her to go through with it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you love me? Oh, I love you too. Shit, you know what I mean? Like what it take for me to get you to come back? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a lot of times when it comes to y'all in the sense that y'all married. So I know like situations y'all go through at home be the same way. Like what is it to take y'all to get to that place of understanding where this is a team, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm sure it took a while. You know what I'm saying? Or at least however long it took for y'all to get married or whatever. So as far as like the foundation it took for y'all to be like, all right, this is the one person I want to get serious with. You get where I'm coming from or no?
There was a lot of questions.
No, all right, look, I'm a choke. I'm just talking about like, what is it? Like,
That's
how
a deep ass question.
That is.
Real
Well, what's some advice you would give?
like
some advice you would give?
yeah, like what made y'all pick y'all husbands out of all the people y'all been with and y'all been through in y'all life? Why was he the
Got
person?
on one knee and asked.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
This dude is
You said what?
You know what I mean? That wasn't what might happen.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, I know what you
In a
mean.
sense,
I know what you mean.
in a sense, I'm like, you know, that's kind of what happened.
Nah, 'cause-
I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
nah, cause
He
like
got on one knee and asked,
That's
or
what
he
he said.
asked you to marry him. So you was like, you know what, I like this dude, blah blah blah, this and that. You know what? He's, you know,
the reason why I ask that is because I like to get out of the box where everybody think like, oh my God, we met each other, love at first sight. You know what I'm saying? The traditional bullshit.
So I have this conversation with my husband sometimes, and I think we kind of established that, you know, like at the end of the day, like I don't own him and he doesn't own me. We're our own people with our own goals and our own aspirations and stuff like that. So how can I help you get there? You know what I mean? And he didn't. I wasn't. You know what I mean? I wasn't one of them like, oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, I like you a lot. Let's get married. No, like I'm just gonna stay at home and you know what? No, that's not me. And I think because he knows that he allows me to be who I want to be. You know what I mean? It works, and I allow him to do what he wants to do, even though sometimes you know you have your ups and downs, and sometimes I want to yank my hair out, and yeah. So you know what I mean? But I think that's how it was for me. You know what I mean? Because that's how it is with my parents too. Like, it's pretty much like an engine. You know what I mean?
So he was accepting to your
Yeah,
individual.
he was. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even though I'm crazy and loud and I have a potty mouth, we know we're still here. Because I have flaws, he has flaws now. Like, you know, we obviously have our issues. Everyone has their issues, but man, yeah. That was pretty much it. Because he didn't try to change me from who I was. He didn't try to say, hey, maybe you should try doing this, you should try doing that. Now, if he did attempt, well, it didn't work out. I'm still who I am. He met me, and this is what I'm going to be. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. And I don't know.
It just means you can be yourself.
Yeah.
Where's he from? Where's he from?
He's from Destin, Florida. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it was for me. I wasn't.
It's pretty up there, but it's redneck as fuck.
Rich as hell.
I'm dead.
It's redneck.
Lots of money.
I hate you guys. I'm dead. Anyways, but like,
it's pretty as shit, but it's redneck.
like, yeah, but seriously, I don't know. I was, yeah, white and time.
Redneck. You a cowboy ass and shit?
No, he doesn't. Want to
You got a Confederate flag?
No.
Okay.
You crazy?
Okay. Nice guys always finish last. Should've known that. Gave you my heart.